Hi everyone, and welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm your host, Alex. Today, we're diving into a fascinating article by Anthropic titled Mapping the Mind of a Large Language Model, published May 21st, 2024. This post tackles the black box problem of LLMs, specifically their Claude 3.0 Sonnet model. Alright, so the core idea is to use a technique called dictionary learning to extract interpretable features, essentially recurring patterns of neuron activations, that represent human understandable concepts within the model. This is a big leap from previous work on smaller models. Well, this figure really illustrates the multimodal and multilingual aspect of these features. Okay, so we see examples of the Golden Gate Bridge feature activating, highlighted in orange, across different languages like Japanese, Chinese, Russian, Greek, even Vietnamese. And it's not just text, right? It also activates on images of the bridge. So this shows a single feature capturing the concept across various modalities and languages. Next, this figure visualizes how related concepts cluster together. So the size of the circles represents the number of times a feature appeared across different runs of their dictionary learning algorithm. And the color, well, it shows which run, a 34 million parameter run, a 4 million, or a 1 million. It's interesting to see how concepts like inner conflict are surrounded by related ideas, like difficult choices and torn loyalties. Okay, so this reinforces the idea of a semantic map within the model. So building on this idea of feature manipulation, this figure shows how amplifying specific features can drastically change the model's output. Okay, so in this example, they use the sycophantic praise feature. The normal response to the prompt, well, it correctly identifies stop and smell the roses as an existing idiom. However, when they crank up this praise feature, the model goes overboard, showering the user with, well, frankly, insincere flattery. This really highlights how these features directly influence the model's behavior, even towards potentially deceptive outputs. So to wrap up, this research from Anthropic demonstrates a really promising method for peeking inside these large language models. Alright, dictionary learning allows us to identify these interpretable features, which, well, seem to directly correspond to concepts and influence model behavior. This opens up exciting possibilities for improving safety and, steering these models towards more desirable outcomes. Thanks for tuning in to the AI Research Roundup. This is Alex, signing off.